Hey everyone, welcome back to the Leadership Project with your host Mick Spiers. Our vision is to inspire all leaders to challenge the status quo. We bring you weekly topics and thought-provoking guests to get you to stop, reflect, and think about what it means to be a leader in a modern world. Our aim is to help you become the leader you wish you always had, as we learn together and lead together. Please enjoy the show. Hey everyone, this is Mick Spiers from the Leadership Project with a very special announcement. Today we will not be bringing you our usual podcast guest and podcast interview, where we bring in these amazing guests that are always challenging our thinking about what it means to be a leader in a modern world. Instead, today we've got a very special announcement of our own. I have now published my very first book, You're a Leader, Now What? And it's available for sale as both an ebook and a paperback on Amazon. And if you search for You're a Leader, Now What? The Proven Path to High Performance Leadership, you'll be able to find that book and support the show by making that purchase. We will also include a link to the book in the show notes to make it easier for you to find. So for today's show, I wanted to share with you some of my thinking of what led me to write the book in the first place. And you've heard me talk about many of these concepts in previous episodes. So it all starts with this desire that I have to address the leadership crisis that we see in the world. Depending on which research you read, from Association of Talent Development through to Gallup, it's anywhere between 16, and 20% of people in the world truly love their job and like their boss. And this is a human tragedy. We're spending up to 1/3 of our lives in these workplaces and jobs that either don't inspire us or, worse still, completely stress us out. So this is part of me wanting to do something about that. For the first book, we selected a target audience that is really about the first-time leader and thinking about that emotional roller coaster that first-time leaders go through. They go through these euphoric highs where they finally feel like they've been recognized for their prowess and for their technical abilities, and they're walking on a cloud because they've got the recognition that they feel that they deserve. But then comes the thud of anxiety when they realize that no one has shown them what it means to be a leader. So this is where this first book comes in. I go through chapter by chapter, giving clear instructions on what a new leader needs to understand so that they can accelerate their development towards high-performance leadership. We cover everything from the psychology of how people learn to adopting a learning mindset themselves to using an influential mindset. Instead of telling people what to do, we are looking to inspire people into meaningful action that they take because they want to do it, not because someone told them to do it. And I cover a lot of the science related to that. I go through Glass's choice theory that talks about the 5 fundamental needs that we have as human beings and why all leaders need to understand that when they are trying to influence and inspire their team. I talk about culture and what you need to do to build an outstanding culture in your team. I talk about emotional intelligence and the fact that emotional intelligence is a far better predictor of your success as a leader than things like IQ. And this is because leadership is all about how you relate to other human beings. And this relates to your ability to tap into emotion. At the heart of it, human beings are emotional creatures. We make decisions emotionally and we justify them rationally. And if you want to be an influential and inspirational leader, you need to understand what that means and how to bring that to the fore in an influential way, not a manipulative way, but in an influential way. You need to understand that people want to have their hands on the steering wheel of their life. They want to make choices. Even if they choose to follow you, they are making a conscious choice to do so. So they want to feel like they are in control of their decisions every day. And you're there as their guardian, the person that's going to create the environment for them to be incredibly successful as individuals, to allow them to have their own superpowers come to the fore. I go through things like the common mistakes that most new leaders make, and we all make them. I've been there too, don't worry. We all make mistakes as leaders. But if you've got this reference, this book that shows you what those common mistakes are, I might be able to fast track you so that you get past those lessons faster. I talk about the need for effective communication skills, starting with deep listening and active listening, where you're using your ears and mouth in the correct proportion, giving people a good, hard listening to, and then being ready to help them. So listening without judgment, listening with an open mind, an open heart, and an open will. All of these things are covered in the book, plus many, many more. So I do hope that you enjoy the book. I hope that you go out there and get into Amazon now and download the book. It would be greatly appreciated if you did leave us a review on Amazon. The Amazon algorithm greatly appreciates honest reviews that are being posted on there. So we would find it immensely helpful if you could download the book. Please do take the time to do so, to give it a good read and leave us an honest review on Amazon for us. We are also, for those that listen to the podcast in a timely manner, like if you're listening to it almost the day that it goes live, we're also having a book launch Zoom party on Wednesday, the 4th of May for those that are in the US. It's in the evening. And Thursday, the 5th of May for those that are in Australia, New Zealand, and Asia in your morning. So the time is Thursday, the 5th of May, 9 a.m. Singapore time. I know that the audience comes from all over the world, so I'll leave it to you to work out the time zone reflection of that. If you would like to register for that book launch Zoom party, the address is www.mickspiers.com/book-launch. We will also put that reference into the show notes. So that's it for today. I wanted to share with you why I wrote the book. I wanted to, with great pride, tell you that the book is now available for sale. And I'd like you to go ahead and go and get your copy and leave us that honest review on Amazon. Next week, we'll be back to our regular listening and our regular interviews with a guy called Corey Chadwick, who's just amazing. He's the guy that started what's called the Mental Gym, and he's going to talk to us in great depth about what we call mental fitness. And he's going to talk about the difference between mental fitness and mental health and therapy, and what you can be doing to be training your brain and your mental health, just like you do going to the gym and looking after your physical body. You need to do the same with your mental fitness. And Corey is really inspirational. I'll warn you in advance, it's a very long interview because there were so many nuggets of gold in there, and we look forward to bringing you that next week. So without further ado, please, the name of the book, You're a Leader Now What? The Proven Path to High Performance Leadership. Please go and get your copy, whether it's an ebook or paperback, and we would love it if you could leave us an honest review on Amazon. So that's it for today. Please do remember to take care, look out for each other, and always remember to challenge the status quo. Thank you for listening to the Leadership Project podcast at mickspiers.com. A big call out to Faris Sadek for his sound design and editing of our audio and video content, and to the whole team at TLP, Joanne Gozon, Gerald Calabo, Rika Vidanes, and my wonderful supportive wife, Say Spiers, who is also our operations manager. This show would simply not be possible without you. If you've enjoyed the show, please leave us a rating and review at Apple Podcasts. You can catch the video podcast and our video of the week at the Leadership Project YouTube channel, and you can join the conversation at the Leadership Project Facebook community group. We look forward to bringing you more great content and interviews next week as we continue to learn together and lead together. In the meantime, please do take care, look out for each other, and always remember to challenge the status quo.